In 2001, my mom passed away, and we still actually don't know what happened to her, but my father was wrongfully accused of her death. And so a French documentary crew said, "We'd like to follow your family." And we originally thought that it would be a very short documentary, not a big deal, but it's encompassed about half of my life at this point. As time went on, communication dwindled around consent. It dwindled around distribution and what that would look like, and safety for our family, and mental health for our family. And those were things that I started to go, maybe there's a better way to do this. Maybe there's more care that needs to go into taking care of your participants and your story holders.
When we ask the question, who gets to tell the story? It's the who, because what we've found is that often people with the story aren't the ones that are telling it.
What's the most important thing for a story holder is the consent. And typically, up until now, the consent is generally drafted to protect the organization, and it's about flipping that and drafting a consent to protect the story holder.
Our Race is a community organisation that works to challenge the power dynamics of storytelling. We are a community of educators, storytellers, flipping the power of storytelling to make sure it's in the hands of the people with the lived experience. Transformational ethical storytelling is our framework so that you're working in the most ethical way, which puts the story holders at the centre always.
For me, storytelling is what binds us all together as members of the human race. And so for me, working with Our Race, that has really given me a different perspective of the story holders are the story owners as well, and how we can honor that as the leader of the organization.
The relationship with Our Race began when Doug and the team facilitated some workshops for APRA AMCOS. The workshops were engaging and really mind-blowing because I hadn't heard anybody else talk like that. It was nice to have an ally, it was nice to have a friend and someone to encourage me to realise that I can pull that into my professional work life and it's not that difficult.
What it looks like to do this work, and if it could really be embraced by multiple industries, multiple organisations, is it's always not the narrative or the objectives of the company that need to drive what a business strategy is, that it comes from the community and really focuses on the relationship and the trust building, and the rest will flow.
There's some really valuable skills that storytellers can gain doing these workshops through Our Race. It elevates their sense and value where they want to share their story, whether they're story holders, caretakers of their stories, or just the storytellers.
My invitation is that you can come on the journey of ethical storytelling through workshops, through our collaborative consulting. You can sign the test commitment and work towards certification. And once organisations become test certified, we start creating this wave where ethical storytelling becomes the norm rather than the exception. And that becomes advocacy and education and systemic change, putting the story holders and the communities at the centre always.
Stories have been so powerful in the way in which I've lived my life, in the way that it's informed the work that I do. So it's just natural that I go into this space. But understanding that it has to be sacred and it has to be ethical in how we do that, right? And so I will fight. I will fight whoever, whatever I need to do to fight to ensure that we change the way that it's done and that we consider the people who are at the centre who own the story.